Welcome to the SpeedRailz community media event platform. My name is John Pittman, founder of SpeedRailz, also Bartender, the CEO, if you know me on Instagram. So if you're here watching this video, you're interested in what we've been building with SpeedRailz, which is a bartender competition community. One of the reasons that got me started to create this was one time I was in Houston, I was working a shift. One of my buddies came in and told me that he wanted to compete in some random bars competition. I'm like, yo, I didn't know about this. It was a speed competition. And I'm like, yo, I'm better than you, but why don't I not know about this? He's like, well, it was a $1,000 competition. I'm at work, didn't get a chance to go. I also didn't get a chance to see any of the recap footage. So at this time, I'm already a content creator. I'm already having dozens of videos, hit hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm like, you know what? This is an opportunity for me not only to start creating content, but really give additional bartenders who are outside of the traditional bartender communities an opportunity to get in here and get in the mix. And I quickly realized that these competition communities are such a great way, not only for networking, relationship building, but a way for us to grow professionally. I've had a chance to get so much new knowledge by not operating just SpeedRailz, but also pulling up on other different competition communities. But here at SpeedRailz, we're getting ready for a big project underway. We're getting ready for 2025, where I am looking for the best bartender in Texas. So we've been following along with this whole platform. We've already had a chance to do this a year ago where we included the cities, Houston, Austin, and Dallas. We've had the fastest individual bartender, shout out to Casey. Then we also ended up having the fastest bartender team because we also have a relay format, 3-person team, and we ended up pitting the cities against each other. Houston ended up coming out on top in November 2024. But now it's time to figure out who the single best bartender is. So last year we did speed, now we're doing best. And one of the ways we're going to be evaluating who the best bartender is, we're going to add a craft cocktail creation recipe component to it all. Because after dealing with a lot of the bartenders that are inside of SpeedRailz who are dive, club, volume bartenders, they don't get a chance to really exercise their creative outlet when it comes to creating a beverage. Like I know sometimes they might be at the bar and come up with a random shot that has pineapple juice in it, but now I want them to come up with a recipe, and then we will have some judges decide and grade that recipe. And how we'll also be factoring that into what is the best bartender is we'll be combining that craft score with their speed score. And we'll take the place, first through third, first through fifth on speed, first through fifth on craft, combine them together. Person with the lowest score, meaning first place, they end up becoming the best bartender. And first, we need to find the best bartender in each city. And then we will take each of those winners to Houston for the best bartender tournament in June. So honestly, I'm one of the best people to get involved with this platform because I've been in hospitality since 2008, started off as a server, you know what I'm saying, really learned the social game, use my mouthpiece to really navigate all the different social economic environments because I come from the hood, but through serving, through all these social interactions, just taught me how to communicate in a way that's allowed me to get amazing opportunities. And it's one of the reasons I'm being able to get successful with content creation is because of the personal development skill sets I got within the service industry. So I'm really keen on hoping that we can pass along those skill sets to all the people who participate in SpeedRailz, because at the end of the day, the things that we're learning within this industry are things that can transfer over to a host of other different projects, whether they be real estate, whether they be technology, whether they be hair care. Don't make any jokes. But while doing the hospitality grind, I opened up a couple of spots in Houston, ended up going to Miami, opened up a couple of spots, connected with a mentor out there who had a media company, and I'm working with them in the finance industry, talking about boring stuff. I had no business doing it, but he believed in my talent and I was able to acquire some skill sets. And it also gave me a perspective to look at the service industry on, we need to start covering our industry properly, just like these other industries are covering themselves properly. And with that, I believe that there's an opportunity to create an ESPN network for this industry. And of course, to have the ESPN network, you gotta have sports. So that's what SpeedRailz is all about. At the end of the day, this is a physical game. This is a sport. We're showing up, clocking in hours, we're preparing, we're studying, there are playbooks, there's teamwork. So all of that is really one of the things that is really fueling SpeedRailz. And I think that a lot of you guys are also former athletes, are also creatives, worked in the arts. And so all of those things are kind of combining all together. So I think that SpeedRailz, and especially this best bartender tournament going forward, is going to be a great platform for you guys to showcase your skill sets. So we're going to be starting off with San Antonio, February. Then we'll be going into Houston, then Dallas, and then Austin. Like I said, the winners from each of those cities will then come to Houston in June 2025, where we'll also be trying to launch a conference called Craft Clash, where we'll end up having some different workshops, whether they come talking about management, operations, marketing, different experts coming in. We'll have some VIP dinners. It's one of my big projects that I'm working on. And Houston is huge on hospitality. We're a massive city with tons of hotels, tons of restaurants. So it's just a great place to host these type of events. And I feel like a lot of times with these different hospitality industry conferences, they get very brand focused. Well, I think that what we want to create is something that's more skill set driven. Like, you're going to show up here, you're going to leave here with some knowledge that you can take into your venue or take into your own personal life, to where you can start making some more money, get more opportunities, or get more relationships. And so each of these cities will be having a main event where we decide who the best bartender is, where we have the craft component and the speed component. But in order to get to that, you need to first qualify. So we'll only be taking between 6 to 8 bartenders into that final week, which is the main event. So we'll be having a preliminary event, a qualifying event, where we also can be combining that with a media day, where we get a chance to get you guys some action pictures, get you guys some video interviews, the type of stuff which is basically a brand launch package. Because I've already noticed, as we've been doing this with bartenders, they get so much additional love on Instagram, on TikTok, by posting these interviews. And we want you guys to start putting yourself out there, getting visibility. When you start talking about what you want online, things start happening. So we kind of force all of our competitors to get into this. If you don't have social media, you need to start one in order to participate in this. Because all the opportunities that you need, all the money that you need is in somebody else's pocket. You're already going to work and talking to strangers anyway. So it's time to start leveraging technology to do that at a massive level. And so we do have a sign-on fee. This goes towards the prize, which per city is going to be $500. And then if you end up winning the total competition, that's $1,500. So we're talking about a total of almost $2,000. I say almost two. It is $2,000 for the person who is able to win the championship in June. $500 in your city, another $1,500 in June. Like, most of the time, you will end up making friends with the people around you that you will make at least 2 $25 tips as these people pull up on you to show back love to you. And one of the things that I'm also building is something called the Rails chat. So I've always been a big proponent of online communities, online forums. It's one of the best places to host a lot of the information that we got going on. And I want to host it in a dynamic way. So in the Rails chat, which is where you should be going after this video, whether that be to send your application in or access the SpeedRailz rules, is we'll be depositing a lot of different information. We have different chats set up per city. We have a Dropbox to showcase all the media. So as we start having pictures and interviews, we'll post them in there so that way that you can download them and post them to your own social medias. We have a Q&A area. We have marketing insights, where I just drop different pieces of knowledge on the things that I'm noticing on the marketing area. I got different operators dropping in stuff that they're noticing on their side when it comes to running establishments. And we even got guys dropping their recipes in from when they've competed in some of these craft cocktail competitions. So as you guys start getting ready for your craft portion, you can go look at some of the things they're doing and learn from their science, and even hit them up directly to get some advice. But all in all, quick video. Just wanted to have this intro video to give you an idea of what's happening to SpeedRailz and the next steps that you can take if you want to go deeper into the community. Throughout the next few months, you'll be seeing me pull up on different bars, showcasing different bartenders and venue managers. Because I mean, that's what I'm passionate about, telling the stories of this industry. I feel like if we start showcasing people who are doing it right, doing a great job, I think that can really motivate us. And if we get it together in the hospitality industry, then the rest of the community can get it together, because we are the one spot that everybody comes to meet, mingle, socialize, and build relationships. So if we're able to increase the value that we can provide to the world, I think we can really provide a great impact. So go to the Rails chat, put your application in if you want to compete, check out the rules, see if you're ready to compete. I'll be dropping some additional videos to show you how the qualifier round is going to operate. And if you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram at Bartender the CEO. I'm really good about responding to messages. But take some action. Time is down. We're moving.